I think there's so many fucking powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy parties? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Oh, yeah.
Trials.
To ask questions like, were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
No. Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
People are saying this fallout is just heating up. So yeah, Diddy's behind bars, serving that 4-year sentence handed down by Judge Arun Subramanian. He only got hit on 2 of the 5 counts he was facing. But this case, far from finished. Now, Joe and 50 are out here dropping names like it's open season, calling out everyone who used to run tight with Diddy, and the streets are buzzing that they might be next. The first name they threw out there, Meek Mill, and honestly, no one's surprised. From day one, Meek was rolling close with Diddy, allegedly one of his favorites. When Diddy's rep was still clean, Meek was right there, grinning, partying, living it up, soaking in all that shine. But the second those charges hit and that whole Rico chaos blew up, Meek was sprinting the other way like he'd never met the man. Remember when he jumped on X trying to sound tough, claiming he had nothing to do with Diddy's mess? He posted, "My voice is so powerful as a black man from the ghetto worldwide." That statement had people talking nonstop. Like, bro, you really think that's gonna clear your name? He said, "They want it gone. I'm a real king, straight out the trenches, under control of no human." Big talk, but the streets weren't buying it. Folks took those words as straight-up panic, like he was scrambling to clear his name before more smoke came his way. Then, when Diddy finally got slammed with that 4-year sentence, Meek went even harder on the defense. He started saying he had nothing to do with any of the rumors flying around, claimed those mansion party stories were all lies cooked up by blogs trying to drag him into drama he didn't ask for. But here's the problem. People remember that Vegas birthday bash Diddy threw for Meek's 27th? Yeah, that's the one nobody forgot. Diddy went all out, dropped around $25,000 just to rent a luxury palace, decked it out like a royal fantasy. Meek was front and center, matching outfits, grand entrances, dancers in lingerie, the whole wild scene. There was even that insane sushi setup laid out on a model, like something straight out of a movie. But by the end of the night, it looked more like the aftermath of chaos than a celebration. Broken bottles everywhere, wild stains on the sheets, and let's just say, some suspicious powder left behind on the floor. Then came the audio leak. The one that exploded online. People swore it was Meek and Diddy caught doing something shady, and social media went into meltdown.
So the first redacted name is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Could be anyone.
Whoa.
That's
Could be
Meek.
anyone.
That's Meek. They had a recording of Meek and Diddy
making love.
I don't know if it was love.
Are we sure it wasn't making love? There wasn't like a gentleman's courtship. There wasn't.
What? Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
You didn't hear this?
No! Are you serious?
Meek fought back, calling it fake AI, saying bots were trying to ruin his name. But too many insiders started whispering that the clip came straight from someone inside that party.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the fucking door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like.
To make it even messier, Jaguar Wright came out claiming Nicki paid a bodyguard to leak it. That twist turned an already crazy situation into total chaos. When Nicki later joked that Meek loves controversy, it set the internet on fire. People started asking, was she hinting at something behind the scenes?
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
Okay, so.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, that same shady audio clip popped back up online, and folks started connecting dots that Meek didn't want connected. Meek snapped fast. He even threw out a $100,000 offer to anyone who could prove the truth. But funny enough, he never posted a single receipt after that. Then old clips started resurfacing, like those awkward moments where Diddy was calling Meek daddy on camera. And yeah, that got people talking again.
Hey, what's up, King Son? I'm trying to do it right. Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Even Justin dropped a comment saying SMH, and that tiny emoji said everything. When Meek tried to clean things up by joining that no Diddy crowd, it only made folks more suspicious. For months, he was shouting online about being innocent, but now he's switched it up again.
Yo, Shy, what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out. That's real life.
Real life.
Yeah. No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard?
Talk that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
Now Meek says he was around the madness, but never touched any of the questionable stuff. Said he just kept his distance and vibed out. But fans aren't buying the flip-flop. They're asking, which version does Meek expect the streets to believe? The one where he wasn't there at all, or the one where he was front row but supposedly stayed out of the mess? The contradictions got everyone watching close. And now, with talk spreading that Diddy might start naming names, the tension is sky high. Word on the street is Meek could be the next one to get caught up. But he might not be alone, because now Oprah's name is spinning in the mix too, and that's got the entire timeline holding its breath. They're saying she's being linked to Diddy's infamous freak-off circles, and if that's true, things are about to explode. And if that sounds unbelievable, the streets are saying it actually lines up with whispers that have been floating around for years. People been side-eyeing Oprah's ties to powerful, shady figures for a long time, and this might be why. Everyone still remembers those cozy old pictures of her with Harvey Weinstein back before the world learned who he really was. They say the whole industry already knew his reputation, yet Oprah kept showing up beside him, promoting his projects like nothing was wrong. When survivors came forward begging for someone with her platform to speak up, Oprah's silence spoke volumes. That quiet act made a lot of folks think she was more interested in protecting the system than challenging it. And then there's the South Africa school situation, her so-called $40 million legacy project. It was supposed to be a symbol of hope, but only months after opening, everything flipped upside down when accusations of serious misconduct came out. Several students said things went down behind the scenes that no one ever addressed properly. The dorm matron, Virginia Magobo, even got hit with criminal charges.
Prosecutors say former dorm matron Tina Virginia Makopo tried to kiss and fondle the girls. She's also accused of kicking and hitting some of them. Makopo pleaded innocent to 14 charges of indecent assault and criminal injury in South Africa.
Oprah flew in, fired staff, and cried on camera. But critics said her story never really added up. People felt like she was doing damage control instead of digging for the truth.
I was, needless to say, devastated and really shaken to my core.
People felt like she was doing damage control instead of digging for the truth. Now, those old allegations are crawling back into the spotlight, and whispers are turning into full-blown conversations. Some say Oprah might have known way more than she ever admitted. Even Hollywood insiders are chiming in. Jaguar Wright and Umar Johnson both hinted that Oprah holds quiet power, the kind that keeps people too scared to ever cross her.
Guests are canceling their interviews because they don't want to get blacklisted by Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Tyler Perry in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Steve Harvey in Hollywood?
The question now is, how deep does that power really go? Old clips and photos are popping back up showing Oprah hanging out with the same crowd that used to roll heavy with Diddy at those private mansion events. And now everyone's wondering just how deep those connections really ran. But that's not even the wildest part, because another name has just lit up the rumor mill, Stevie J. And this one's got people paying close attention. If you know the culture, you already know Stevie and Diddy go way back, deeper than music. Stevie wasn't just some guest at Bad Boy Studios. He helped build that empire from the ground up, producing some of the biggest hits that defined the entire Bad Boy era. So when the feds stormed Diddy's mansion, Stevie was one of the first to speak up, standing tall and defending Diddy like blood family.
You're hanging out with Diddy in his mansion in Miami, and Homeland Security rushes in while you're there.
While I'm there, dolo.
You're there by yourself.
Yeah. With the, he has some employees there. And stuff. Yeah.
So suddenly there's red dots all over your shirt.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, this is crazy.
But lately, the whispers around Stevie have been getting louder and heavier. Word is, Stevie was deep in those infamous freak-off nights too, right there in the same rooms where all those wild stories started. Lil Rod's lawsuit even named Stevie directly, claiming he helped organize some of those events, allegedly lining up women for Diddy and keeping things running smooth behind closed doors. Now there's talk of a leaked video floating around, supposedly showing Stevie caught up in the madness himself. It hasn't hit the public yet, but insiders keep saying it's real, and that's got everyone on edge. Meanwhile, while half the industry is rushing to distance themselves from Diddy, Stevie's still out here loud and proud, calling Diddy his brother, showing love like nothing ever happened.
Hopefully the truth will prevail.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we got to just see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I'm never going to stop being there for someone I consider to be a friend to me.
As you should.
I'm not going to turn my back. And it's like, I've been scrutinized just by being a friend. I guess someone never had a true friend before.
And that's got the streets buzzing with one big question. Is that loyalty? Or is Stevie tied in so deep that he can't ever walk away? He might be trapped with no easy way out. And now the chaos slides right into another shocking name, Ashton Kutcher. The streets have been side-eyeing him hard. Clips have surfaced showing Ashton laughing, dancing, and vibing at those infamous all-white freak-off parties. Right there in the mix, like he was front row to the madness. And when someone finally asked him about it on Hot Ones, he completely froze.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote. If you have one, yeah. Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. Diddy party stories, man. That was like some weird memory lane.
That nervous laugh, the stumbles, that long, awkward pause. It said way more than any polished PR statement ever could. People couldn't help but notice how uneasy he got. Folks haven't forgotten either. Ashton and Mila Kunis both wrote glowing character letters for Danny Masterson, a convicted offender. And that move made everyone question what kind of crowd he's really standing with. After that backlash, Ashton had to step down from the very organization he co-founded, and it still didn't stop the rumors from swirling. Then came the whispers about the Diddy tapes, people asking who was on them and whether Ashton ever got caught doing something he shouldn't. Ashton insists he was just a guest, but the internet's not convinced. The timeline keeps asking one big question: how deep was Ashton really rolling with Diddy? And right after his name started trending, another one caught fire: Naomi Campbell. Every time Diddy or Epstein's names pop up, hers follows close behind. Word is, both Diddy and Epstein had their own private islands, and rumors never died about young people being flown in for secret events. Now, everyone knows Epstein's crimes are real, but folks are wondering if Diddy's island life was just as dark, and that's where Naomi's name keeps resurfacing. The talk on the streets is she wasn't just a guest. Some say she played a part in the setup, allegedly recruiting young hopefuls with promises of modeling deals, only for them to be silenced with NDAs and thrown into situations far from the runway. It's a chilling connection that has everyone asking, what was really happening behind those private gates? Some people are even saying Naomi wasn't just around. They claim she might have been helping Diddy manage his whole operation behind the scenes. Then there's that old interview that resurfaced, the one where Naomi openly admitted she knew Epstein, but claimed she didn't know anything about what he was really doing.
The paper does manage to make it clear that you were not aware of Epstein activities. Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No.
Fans weren't buying it one bit. They said she looked too nervous, too defensive, like she was trying to dodge accountability. Rumors even say Diddy and Naomi were dating back in the early 2000s. She was reportedly at some of his wild parties, but once the scandal started hitting hard, she wiped him off her Instagram like nothing ever happened. Still, fans haven't forgotten how Diddy once jetted to London with Young Miami just to surprise Naomi with a cake after she earned her doctorate. That kind of gesture doesn't happen between strangers. Now, the streets are buzzing with one big question. If the feds dig deeper, just how tangled up is Naomi and Diddy's web? With so many names dropping and new rumors popping up daily, people are wondering who's truly innocent and who's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. How many more big names are about to fall next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're watching everything unfold together. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share to stay locked in on the latest celebrity chaos. And I'll catch you on the next one.